Long ago, an old woman lived on a small farm in California. She had worked all her life with her husband. They once had large land, cornfields, and many animals. After her husband passed away, life became hard. Her knees hurt, and she moved slowly. Her daughter and son-in-law lived with her. The daughter had changed. She was impatient and often angry. The son-in-law was lazy and slept most of the day. The old woman still tried to help, but she was tired. One night, the young couple whispered in the dark, "If we continue like this, we will starve," the husband said. The daughter replied, "Mother must leave. We need this house for ourselves." The next morning, the old woman heard loud noises. She walked outside and saw her clothes, blankets, and shoes thrown onto the ground. Her daughter stood there, cold and silent. "Mother, you must leave," she said, without looking at her. The old woman's hands shook. "This is my own house," she whispered. But the door closed in her face. She sat on the step and cried until evening. What the couple did not know was that she and her late husband had saved money for years. She had hidden it in a stone box near the old corral. That night, she went there, moved the stones, and found her savings. With this money, she could start again. She walked to the next village. A kind farm family recognized her and gave her food, tea, and a small room for the night. The next morning, she asked if there was land for sale. "Yes, there is," they said. She bought a good piece of land. With help from neighbors, she built a strong wooden house. She planted corn, kept chickens, and lived a peaceful life. A young neighbor boy often helped her with chores. He was respectful and kind. Meanwhile, her daughter and son-in-law grew poorer. They did not work and their house slowly broke down. Their yard filled with weeds. They argued often. They still believed the old woman had nothing. One day, the son-in-law walked far to find a job. He reached a beautiful new farm and knocked on the door. The old woman opened it. "You?" he said, shocked. "Yes," she replied calmly. He asked for work, saying he had no money and no food. She agreed to hire him, but with one condition. "You must not tell my daughter that this farm is mine." He nodded quickly. "I promise." He worked hard every day. The old woman never treated him badly. She only asked, "How is my daughter?" He always answered, "She is fine," even though she was not. One morning, the daughter followed him. She was surprised to see such a big farm. She entered the yard and saw her mother. "You have all this while I suffer," she shouted. "When you finish shouting, speak to me," the old woman said quietly. The daughter demanded money, the house, anything she could get. The old woman gave her only a few coins and closed the door. The couple wasted the money quickly. They soon sold their old house and land. They believed they would inherit the new farm after the old woman passed away. But the old woman had already made her decision. She wrote a will. "My farm will go to the young boy who helped me when I had no one. My daughter shall receive nothing." When she passed away, the village buried her with respect. The daughter and her husband came to claim the farm, but the neighbors told them the truth. Everything now belonged to the boy. Shocked and ashamed, the couple left the village. No one saw them again. So, friends, remember this. Even when people push you down, you can rise again. Your value is not decided by those who mistreat you. With courage and self-respect, you can rebuild your life. Kindness grows, greed destroys. Choose strength, choose dignity, choose your own path forward.